how's it going? I just want to give you guys some tips on how to use your GoPros with the pineapples and those GoPros and stuff. I've been shooting pineapples for a while. It's been really fun. So I've been wanting to like teach you guys some tips on how you can create some of the images I've been able to capture. So we're gonna be shooting sunset with my pineapple today, and my goal is to really capture like the pineapple in the middle of the wave, like while the wave is doing the curl, you know, get the pineapple in the tube. But we'll see, we don't always get it every single time. It's actually really difficult to catch that perfect wave with the pineapple in that right spot. But we're gonna test it out today. We'll see what we can get. So what I do is I set my GoPros to burst photo mode, 30 photos in 2 seconds. I also have my ProTune settings set to ISO 100. You know, make sure your ISO is the lowest it can be so you get maximum quality. I'm using a trigger grip, the freewheel trigger grip. With the trigger, you can trigger the camera and then keep that angle pretty steady. I'm running 2 lume cubes on my setup, so hopefully we can get some really nice detail in the shadows. I don't even know if the conditions are any good today, but hopefully I can give you guys some tips. I really want to help you guys out. I have a lot of friends that have GoPros that like they could be shooting and getting awesome content, but I think I just need to like share a couple tips with you guys to really help you, you know, boost up that Instagram. So one of the many little add-ons that I use to my cameras is the Ghost Spot water repellent. It's actually really useful when you're shooting photos and videos in the water. It repels the water right off the lens. It works really well. When I'm shooting burst photo mode, there's a lot of times where you can miss the shot because you're not focused on angling it in the right spot. What I do is I really like try to aim my camera and try to follow the pineapple as it's falling into the barrel, into the pocket of barrel goodness. Alright, so we just made it to Big Beach. Hopefully the conditions are good so I can show you guys what I'm talking about with this pineapple. Alright, so conditions are looking pretty small. Not too many big waves, but a couple sets. I'm going to make the best with what I got. We're going to be shooting with the GoPro Hero 6 and Hero 3. On the freewheel trigger grip, we also got the lume cubes locked on here. So maybe we can get some afterglow. Because after the sun goes down, it gets dark. So I'm going to try to use the lume cubes to kind of light up the pineapple. But yeah, we'll make the best of what we got. Here we go. Sunset, nice wave. The sunset was pretty good. I was using the 2 lume cubes to really light up that pineapple to get that really nice, you know, get that detail back into that pineapple with the sunset in the background. That was my goal, and hopefully we got it. We're gonna go to the house right now. We're gonna check out the shots, and I'll show you what I got. Hopefully it's something good.
The next day.
Here's all 2,700 of them. So what I do is I import the images in Lightroom, and of course you have a whole bunch of bad photos and a couple good ones. I hold my finger on G and the space, and my other hand is on the arrow keys, and I'll click down so that way I can view these photos really fast. So I'm clicking through, right? You're clicking through. What you want to do when you find the portion of the burst that you want to click into to get more detail and see if this image is any good or not, you want to hit spacebar and use the arrow keys to click through the burst photo. You can hit space to zoom in if you want to like get a little more detail and see if the shot's nice and sharp, make sure everything's good. You can tell this shot's a little blurry on the top, so I probably won't save that. And then what I do is I hit G to go back to grid, because that's what this view is called. It's the grid views. Like here's a nice pineapple shot. and not too good. And we hit G, and we keep clicking through. Then we hit space to zoom in on this one. This one's not really that good. And I'm clicking through with the arrow keys. I'm hitting the down arrow. Oh, here's a pretty decent looking shot. You can click through the burst photo. That would be a cool shot. Got the pineapple in the middle of the photo, and we got the wave in the background with the sunset. I think that looks pretty cool. And then we'll hit P to flag it. Oh yeah, this was a really good burst. See, there's this image. Hit P to flag. And that's basically how I go through these images. I just keep clicking through in the collections section here on the left of Lightroom. What I did is I hit the plus icon. I created a smart collection. I made a smart collection so that way all the images that you flagged will be in that smart collection. I can click on that collection of all my flagged images, and you can kind of see all of the shots that I already flagged. So I got a total of 62 images that I flagged that I think might have potential for a really good photo. In here you can really edit the details and edit the images. So what I usually like to do is start with maybe a Lightroom preset. You can actually buy my Lightroom presets. I'll put a link in the video description. I think the goal of really editing these images for me is I want them to be colorful, bright. I want it to pop, like have contrast and clarity. So those are the things where I like to just play around with, like just go back and forth with until it like looks good. And what you can do to see the before and after is hit the backslash. You can see before and after if you click that. Mess with the saturation a little bit in the orange. Yeah, let's go into the HSL and then we'll adjust the orange. Move it down, and then we'll add a little bit more saturation. But there's like a little blurry, like just line here that is not a smooth transition from blue to red. So you just want to adjust these sliders to make sure you're increasing the quality of the image, but making it look better as well. But this image looks really good. You can see before and then after. You really brought up the orange and the blues. I might actually make it brighter. Alright, so that's basically it, I think, for editing my photos. You really just gotta make sure you're increasing the quality of the image. Like look in and actually zoom in on the image and like check the details to make sure you're getting like the best quality. That's what I like to do. You can really just go through this as fast or quick as you want. You know, it depends how much time you have in the day or whatever. I think it's worth it if you really have the time to really, you know, put in the work to really make sure the image is the best it can be. After you're done editing all your images, you're gonna want to export them. So I got my phone. To get it on Instagram, what I do is I just airdrop it straight to my phone, and that way I got the image on my phone. And then what I do is I just go straight into Instagram. And sometimes what I like to do is edit the image again in the Instagram tools. But then after you adjust that and you hit next. But yeah, that's the image. That's how I edit and shoot and process and post like most of my Instagram shots. I really hope you guys found this video helpful. Let me know in the comments if this was helpful. This is by no means, you know, like the way to edit, you know, GoPro photos and stuff, but it's just how I do it, how I've learned, you know, what I do, and it's really fun. I love doing it. It's like probably one of the most rewarding things to like produce like this image. Like how cool is that? Like a pineapple in the water with the sunset. Like that's just inspiring to me. That's cool. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please stay tuned for more content. Follow me on Instagram. Yeah, catch you guys in the next one. Shoot.